For over 30 years, HBCU Image has been more than just an apparel store. We've been a movement, a statement, a legacy. We celebrate the pride, the purpose, and the culture that make historically Black colleges and universities legendary. Whether you're a student or a lifelong supporter, our gear lets you wear your HBCU story with confidence and style. Because when you wear HBCU Image, you're not just wearing clothes. You're wearing culture. You're wearing pride. You're wearing purpose. HBCU Image, a Kenny T's company.
From cancer care to accidental injuries to cardiac care, we all know that there are times that you can't control what happens in your life. But with Globe Life Family Heritage, you can be prepared to weather the storm when it comes. Call Dr. Beverly Eagle Rogers at 877-300-8269 or visit the website at globelifefamilyheritage.com. With over 25 years of serving communities, Dr. Beverly Eagles Rogers is here to help you and your family through difficult times. Dr. Beverly takes pride in Globe Life being one of the few companies that returns 100% of premiums to clients that stay healthy. So for more information, call Dr. Beverly Eagle Rogers at 877-300-8269 or visit the website at globelifefamilyheritage.com.
Are you hungry for authentic Caribbean food like jerk chicken, oxtail, red snapper, shrimp, tofu, and rasta pasta? Well, find your way over to Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, 180 Auburn Avenue, right next to Royal Peacock in downtown Atlanta.
Them belly full, but we hungry.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, open daily from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. And on Friday and Saturday, we're open till 4 a.m. Come to Mango's and put some spice in your life.
So we've got a good thing going.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, 180 Auburn Avenue, right next to Royal Peacock in downtown Atlanta. For more info or directions, call 404-698-3992 or log on to mangoscaribbeanrestaurant.com. For instant coupons, text MANGOS to 313131.
Tell your mama hungry, papa hungry, brother hungry.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, authentic Caribbean cuisines.
Open up the door, tell them mama hungry.
You're looking for the latest information on Southern University sports, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and HBCU athletics. There's only one place to go. Tune in to the Carlos Brown Show, exclusively on the Black College Sports Network.
I love Atlanta, a city in the forest. Hi, I'm Jeff Cleveland, seasoned loan officer in the Atlanta market. And whether you're buying a new home, refinancing to do debt consolidation, home improvements, or just to lower your payments, give me a call. I'll ensure that you're treated with dignity and respect, that you're informed throughout the process, and that there are no surprises at closing. Give me a call and let's get started.
What up? It's the 22nd of April, 2026. And for some reason, Mark is upside down. So I ain't even going to ask what's going on with that because I'm sober and I'm trying to, I said I was going to be good this show, but I want y'all to know if the show go left today, y'all, it's Mark's fault because he was upside down and spinning around. I'm going to let Mo ask him what happened. And, this is why the show is called Random Thoughts. I had a whole thing in my head until I just seen what y'all didn't see. So I want y'all to know, any foolishness and fuckery go on, blame Mark. I see Roy here, so I'm a little nervous. I don't know if I'm in trouble or if he's going to join us today. Hopefully he's going to join us because I know he got something to say as the resident. I forgot. One of us is a Sith and one of us is something, I don't know. I'm a Star Trek guy. So, but anyway, how the hell are y'all? sometimes like during the course of a day, the course of a week, or whatever it is, people always reach out to me and they ask me crazy questions. And sometimes the questions are really insightful. That's why sometimes I don't know what the show gonna be about. So I'm glad I got the fellas here. I wish I had some women, but I'm gonna have a show just for them. I just want to. I'm cool with the fellas. I think Sharonda's still running from ICE, so I don't know if she's gonna show up today or not. But what's amazing to me is people's obsession with gay people, and it's like, why do people always ask if something gay? Why do you care? Why do you care? And just for shits and giggles, anything that a man and his woman or a woman and her man decide to do, it can't be gay. The variness of gay is doing something with the same sex. So the minute you bring somebody else in, it's not. It may not be your kink, it may not be your style, but it's no longer gay. It's no longer gay, people. And I ain't gonna turn this into an X-rated show, even though Mark tried to get me there. I don't care what it is. There are very few things, if we're going to look at the big, broad, honest picture, except for the carnal thing. Anything a man and a woman can do except for the carnal thing, two of the people of the same sex can do. So if y'all going to keep having these dumb questions, is oral sex gay? Oh, anybody can do it. Is this gay? Is hand-holding gay? It's not sexist. Why do y'all concern yourselves so much with what's gay? It's either for you or it ain't. And if it ain't, have a frosty mug or shut the fuck up and keep pressing. And if it is, try it and have another glass of a frosty mug or shut the fuck up. But why are y'all so concerned what other people do if it don't involve you? You didn't get invited to the party. So if two people want to have sex in the elevator, is that gay? Is it risky? It's what two people decided they want to do. They get locked up for it, they get locked up for it. If they don't get locked up for it, they don't get locked up for it. But why do you care? Why do you care how people have fun or live their life if it don't affect you? It don't involve minor kids. And it's like it's just a crazy obsession. There are lots of things that I ain't doing. But what does that mean? Does it mean I ain't risky? Does it mean that? And of course I'm not, because despite my thingy back here, I got a halo, so it's a lot of stuff I don't do, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express. I know a lot of shit go on. Ain't my job to judge. And guess what? It ain't your job to judge. And the crazy thing is that most of the people who judge, if you ask them, they're Christians. I read enough of the Bible to be dangerous. And there's a little thing in there that says, judge not, lest ye be judged. So who are you to tell people that they're going to hell, that somebody don't like what they're doing? Who? Can I see your memo where you got appointed, angelic status, where whoever it is you believe in sent you a little memo or friend request telling you could go around telling people what they was doing wrong because now you're the de facto judge? I just want to know. So, that's what I'm gonna start with. So we're gonna have a pretty decent show today because I got some questions for the fellas. Roy took off on me, but we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do the education. We're gonna make Mark explain why he was spinning around like some exorcist shit going on. I'm gonna let Mo ask no questions though, because I'm trying to behave. Mo taking some moonshine, so I don't know what the show gonna be about today now. Mo taking moonshine, Mark doing some exorcist shit. I came here with intent to be good. Is that clock got a different time? Oh no, I still say wrong 32. So let me. What you looking back at it for? Like you ain't seen the clock before now. Let me bring Mo on first. So hopefully he can bring us. I doubt that he been drinking moonshine before he even hit the stage. So, my brother, what's good?
What's happening, man? Hey, man, damn, boy, you on the red side today. You on that fire side, boy. You opened the show up on fire, man. Hey, listen, check it out. So I don't know if I ever told y'all this, but I got a moonshine story, man. Did I ever tell you, DVP, my moonshine story?
Nope.
From the Northeast, man. Ain't never been down south. Wife got family down south. She said, "Hey, let's go visit." So I'm like, all right, cool. I ain't know what I was expecting. I didn't know what I was prepared for. We head to Alabama. So I get down there. and you know, they divide everybody up. They say, okay, you're gonna hang out with the uncles, you know. So they put me with the uncles and cousins, and the ladies went and did their own thing. So I'm with the uncles and cousins. First thing the uncle did, he said, we hanging out in his garage, right? He got this big jug, clear, with look like water. I'm like, oh, it's a water jug. Okay. So I asked him, I said, what's that right there? You know, I need a glass of water. What's that right there? He said, oh, man on the mountain gave it to me. I said, what the hell does that mean, man? I'm from Northeast, man. I don't know what the hell that means. He said, man on the mountain gave it to me. He said, you want some? I said, yeah, I want to drink. He said, okay. Didn't warn me or nothing. Put it in a little small cup about that big. Just filled up a little, about a quarter of it. Hit that shit to the head, boy. Pow! You already know. I took that shit to the head. Bam, right? Tasteless. Didn't have no scent of alcohol, nothing. 2 minutes later, I kid you not, man. 2 minutes later, knocked out cold in the front seat of my car, just because I was like, I gotta go lay down, man. I don't know what the hell going on. I went and laid down, knocked out cold, man. They had to wake me up, bro.
You got some of that Everclear.
Oh yeah, yep. I said, God, man, y'all, man, I ain't never going. Oh, it's like that. Like that. It's funny like that. Okay, all right, then. Yeah. So anyway, I got more of those, man, because my adventures, my down south adventures, man, crazy. But I'm
now he's trying to blame it on down south. We not. That's what it do, Mark. You through spinning around, brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What's going on with you?
I said you chose violence today.
Bro, Mo was looking at you the same time I was looking at you doing whatever the hell you were doing, Mark. We came in peace, brother. You started that exorcist shit. It's like,
exercise them demons out that y'all be trying to provoke to come out. So I was trying to get them out before it got too far out of hand.
We're going to act like we believe. We know what we saw, though. Your ass was upside down, spinning around.
You come in and you want to jump on people for asking you gay questions.
I ain't asked nobody nothing. I'm just trying to figure out what's everybody's obsession with whether other people are gay. Why do you care if they're gay or not?
We got the same thought process. If it's opposite sex, it ain't gay.
Period.
It's just a level of freakiness that I choose not to reach.
Right. It's some things I ain't doing, but
and that's okay.
But as long as it's a man and a woman, it's like that's the basic. But it's like it's like we like to create our own definitions for shit, so we can say, "Oh, no, that's this, whatever."
Well, you got to think about it. They created a culture where they just randomly had gay thoughts, and I definitely would not subscribe to that gay shit. Every time you having a conversation with a man and you say something remotely sexual, pause. Why the fuck did you have a gay thought? We're just having conversation. Why? I need to ask you why you keep having gay thoughts, because every time you say something, you got to pause. No diddy. When I said I never took it as gay, so if you having them gay thoughts, we need to have a conversation.
No, we don't need to have no conversation. We need to part company. We need to part company.
We need to have a conversation. That's what I don't understand it now. Like I say, you just having a random conversation and you like, damn, shit. Did you slide it in? Pause. What the fuck you talking about, boy? I'm talking about some other shit, and you only think about some gay shit. Get your ass away from me.
Is it gay if two men walk down the street side by side? I worked at a club and two men came in and ordered the little bit of bottles of wine, right?
Some sort of hoe.
They ordered that. I'm like, that's suspicious as hell, but it ain't my business. Two men should never be sitting at a table with two little bitty bottles of wine. Hey, somebody need a glass. Somebody need a plastic cup or something. It's suspicious. But guess what? I don't even care as long as they pay for them. Yeah, they can order a case of them. Like, hey, what you think about them guys over there? Hey, I think them guys got good credit because their credit card keep going through every time they buy some shit. That's what I think.
I'm with you. Ain't my business. Or like my mama say, ain't my monkey, ain't my circus.
So shit. So let's go on and get to the good stuff. Let's go on and get into the good stuff. So y'all know there's a war going on that ain't a war, which I ain't never understood. Because in my world, and I don't think Mo and Mark have been in the military. So I was in the military. So I'm gonna speak from my military background. If you're, you was in the military, Mo?
Same thing you was in.
Oh, my bad. Oh, so yeah. So if we're bombing another country, don't that mean we at war with them? If we bombing like continuously for, at least that's what it was in the 80s.
Listen, you know how so this is I think last year started the year of co-opting new words, because a boycott's not a boycott and war is not war. All right, so just accept it, DP. Just accept it, man.
And I'm just like, so we having a war with somebody that we ain't warring with, but we spending a shitload of money to argue with weapons that we running out of for a war that, according to somebody famous and who's supposed to be a leader, we won, and they begging for forgiveness and they ready to settle. But two of his friends called him and said, hey man, we winning too much, we got to lose sometimes. So that's why we decided to negotiate with them, because two of his friends said, hey man, we got to stop winning all the time. And when I was at one of my jobs today, me and one of my clients was talking about it, and he looked at me. I said, don't look at me, because I'm not gonna give you no money back. I ain't gonna never say you paying me too much, so you can forget that shit. I ain't no animal. Oh man, you pay me way too much money, let me give you some of this money back. Never will be said out of this mouth. Never ever in the history of what the fuck is. I'm not gonna say, hey, I'm making too much money, let me give you some back. So we was talking, it's like, it's crazy how we can see what we see. And these people, we don't see what we see. And we can see it real time. So we know it ain't AI. We can see it real time. It don't matter what channel you watch. Whether you watch Fox, whether you watch CNN, whether you watch MSNBC, whether you watch BBC, it's showing the same thing. So January 6th, it wasn't what we thought. It wasn't what we saw it was. It was something. It was a tea party that went wrong. The bombing ain't what we think it was. They actually just playing, what's the little game we used to play? Battleship? They playing Battleship, the electronic version. It just looked like a real war to us. The soldiers that died, they didn't really die. Donald Trump got shot by a high-powered rifle that didn't tell nothing. And we know what them rifles do. They ain't gotta hit you. All you do is get close. You don't just get no little flesh wound when you get hit with them military grade rounds. You get flesh wound. That's just what I know.
But they want to. We went past the moon and waved at it and came on back though.
But we ain't at war with the moon, so that one don't count.
We just shot past it, took some old ass pictures, and came on back.
Right. We need to make sure it was still there. See, because the one that y'all kept seeing at night, that was AI. That was some shit that Elon Musk did to confuse us. See, that's why we got global warming, because the moon ain't cooling off the earth at night, because what we saw was an optical illusion. So we sent some people up there to check to make sure that he wasn't, because Elon Musk would have fucked around and fired the moon too if he'd have had his way. So we had to just go check right quick. We're gonna go back in 10, 15 years, but right, that's all that was. So, we talking about this and gas prices going up, and people learning that oil is like air. Without oil, a lot of shit come to a halt, because the little shit that we need, that need energy to be made, the oil helps supply some of the energy. So, we thinking gas, but everything is going up because they can't make certain shit because they don't have the energy to make it. They're getting low. You see what now they talking about, they're going to start canceling flights because ain't enough jet fuel to go around to the end of the month. That's some scary shit. So I tasked Mo, and I'm going to apologize if he ain't got all the info, because I hit him at the last minute when I was talking to somebody and I thought about it. Because, we always talking about stocks and investing. And, it's coming to light that every time Trump do one of these de facto press conferences, somebody always invest in the right product right before. Some anonymous people are making millions and billions of dollars just like that, for making an investment right before he say something. So I was like, well, damn, ain't that some shit? So
Yeah.
I said, let me reach out to Mo. Like I said, I'm gonna apologize because I hit him at the last minute. So everything may not be up to speed, but he gonna give it the best he can what he got. Because how does that affect investing now with the war that's going on? Because you if you just like me and I'm in it for the 10, 15 year run, I don't look at mine every day because I don't want to be pissed. But for the casual investor who's still trying to get into it, which if I'm gonna speak ahead of turn, it's probably a little bit harder now because most people ain't got disposable income like they used to have now with everything going up. So I'm gonna take the floor and give us a little bit about investing with stocks during a war that ain't a war.
Yeah. So I just got some data points. So I'm gonna just hit y'all with this stuff right here. So one thing you should know is anytime there's a war, it typically triggers short-term stock market volatility. So what's going to happen is some stocks are going to go up, some stocks are going to go down, but they are going to move. So, like for an example, I'm going to get to more of them, but for an example, DVP was talking about gas, right? Y'all know gas price is going to go up, right? What you think is going to happen with the value of the stock? If the gas price go up, the stock price is going to go up. Ain't nobody buying that. Ain't nobody buying no gas stocks during that time. So, and then the overall market though, usually drops about 4% based on data since 1939. All right. But it rarely causes lasting damage to the global market. So, for example, as long as the war is going, the stock market might be at a certain level. Then, as soon as the war is over or about to come to an end, they'll start reducing, the prices will start reducing, and everything will start going back to normal. The markets after a war or some kind of event, markets will rebound within a matter of weeks. So think about it this way, right? So you say, hey, I want to invest right now. So what sectors benefit because of war? So let's just talk about that, right? There's some sectors. The whole world is broken down into sectors. Like there's a housing sector, technology sector, etc. There's all sectors, right? But energy companies often benefit from rising oil prices. So if the price of oil is going to rise during a war, energy companies will rise because you need to have machines and products and electricity to run the machines that get this oil, to dig for this oil. Defense and aerospace stocks, y'all already know what's going to happen with those, right? Those are going to rise, just like commodities. But defense stocks, all of these companies that make bombs and weapons, the stock price of that is going to go off the chain during the war because it's in big demand. Anything in big demand is going to go off the chain. So the idea is this: just before a war is a good time to invest in tech stocks. Because y'all know nowadays war is really a war of technology, right? It's a war of technology because everything that we do, all of the mechanisms that we use are associated with tech, right? If we want to do surveillance, it's tech related. We got all kind of different. We got these goggles that allow you to see at nighttime. That's tech related. All of those things are tech related. So tech stocks are a good thing. The sectors that are hurt because of war. I think DVP might have mentioned it, but ain't nobody traveling right now. Who the hell is traveling? Ain't nobody gonna travel, man. Is the gas for that plane has gone up. So guess what's gonna happen to the price of your ticket? They gotta pass that expense on. The price of your ticket is gonna go up during the war. So they call it consumer discretionary travel, tourism, and luxury goods. All of those things are about to be are going to be hurt because of a war. Because like I just said, ain't nobody trying to travel during this time during a war. It's not one of the things that people want to do. You never know what's going to happen, right? People stop spending. People stop buying luxury goods and going places. That's just part of the mechanism of human nature. But yeah, so that's typically what happens during the war. If y'all got any questions, you see that email at the bottom, just send them to me. That's it, D.
So tell me this, Mo. At this juncture, when you see some of the sectors maybe stock prices may go down based on the war, would this be a good time to buy some of those stocks or
Absolutely.
invest in those stocks?
Yeah,
And then
absolutely.
after the war, it comes up and balances out. You said about 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, so that's a strategy, Mark. That's one of the strategies that we use. So, for example, I had you remember when they had the wildfires in California, right? So
Yes.
one of the things happened, all them homes burned down, man. So one of the strategies that I thought of, and anybody can figure of it ain't like I'm some brilliant scientist or something, but one of the strategies I thought of is, guess what sector is going to get impacted because all those homes burnt down? There's a few, but the one I thought of was Home Depot and Lowe's, because they need a lot of damn wood to rebuild these homes, right? Or whoever supplies wood for homes, that market is gonna go up. And so you invest in that, and when the people buy those materials to rebuild those homes, you make money. That's just the way it works. The profits pass on to the stockholder.
Okay.
Yep.
The trick is being part of the elite who can afford to do that, because everybody else scrambling to make money. So having the disposable income ain't for everybody now. Even though it seems like people are still trying to get away and travel and do things, but and they're saying this is the worst time for this to happen, because here come the summer and as prices go up, more people gonna have to stay home. You looking at, I was watching, I was reading some stuff about the airports, and outside of Delta, a lot of places are canceling flights if they're not full, or they combining flights. So even the places where you pay for premium seating or better seats, they still charging you. But when they cancel flight A and flight B to combine them, your seat thing don't matter. They might not even sit you next to your partner. But they're not just doing flights no more that are half full, even though the bulk of airlines truly make their money not off of transporting people, but off of transporting cargo. Because even Delta transport cargo, that's where they make their money. It ain't gonna never be from us. It's when people pay for stuff to be shipped. But like I said, a lot of them cutting back on flights now, but just because they can't just do what they were doing, because they ain't making it. And it's crazy, because when we look at it, every year that we done had a gas problem, what happened at the end of the year? They made record profits. So they gouging us, because every year they make. How do you make record profits if how do you make record profits? Because they making money. They ain't never going broke. They ain't never just barely breaking even. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, no, I was going to answer your question, DVP. So the thing is this: some people don't have a choice but to travel during war, right? So when they raise the prices of this gas, they're still getting their money. It ain't like they ain't gonna get no money. They getting their money, but it's just gonna come out of the pockets of the people who really have to pay for it. So like people, maybe let's say I can stay home, right? I say, hey, I'm staying home. But then you got these truckers that go across country. Guess what? The gas prices just went up ridiculously, and they have to deliver the cargo, so they got to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna happen. It's just a matter of whose pocket is coming out of. But I say the system gonna get its money. That's it. System gonna get its money, and all of us gonna be paying for the war. Everybody on this, everybody, that we're talking to, and us, we pay for the war.
And that's the unintended consequences. When it costs more to get these truckers to do it, the goods and service, Walmart gonna go up. Everybody's prices are gonna go up.
Yep.
Everybody's price, because just to get it delivered now gonna cost more. Everybody got to be a little bit more. Everybody got to do a whole lot more better planning, and it affects us in the long run. Like I say, it's crazy when you look at it. When your president declared war on China, which was funny to me, and did the tariffs, and we had talked about this. I don't know if we did on this show, but most of the stuff from our phones come from China. So how you gonna charge a tariff on them when they got more stuff that we need? It's crazy. The bulk of the wood that we get comes from China. See, I never knew that. It ain't homegrown. The steel that he using to build that little bullshit thing at the White House, that's not American. So all his stuff about make America great again, you know, he done bankrupted a shitload of farmers. So, you know, when we talking about what to invest, it's even hard to know really what to invest in because we got to figure out where the true source is. Because people they'll try to clown you for investing in stuff that support the Taliban or support this or support that. But
yeah, I just want to make one more comment too, because I don't know if everybody put it together, but this just gonna simplify the whole thing. But maybe y'all got it, maybe you didn't, but I'm gonna just say it straight out. Poor people pay for the wars. Let me say that again. The poor people pay for the wars. The rich people don't pay for wars. Us poor folks, don't pay for the war. Just let you know.
You see, the first thing they start cutting out is anything that benefits the poor. You know, the taxes for the poor go up, the taxes for the rich go down. And, you know, that's just crazy, but we'll act like we don't see it, even though they don't have no shame about saying it. What is it? $2 billion a month for this war? That was only, I'm sorry, $2 billion for this conflict that was only supposed to last a couple of days because they can't do shit. But they started terrorizing shit out of us. $2 billion. And, you know, it's crazy how people, I remember when some of us were fussing about how much it was costing to support Ukraine, which we kind of need. But look at what we're doing now. And all we did was, every war he started, the same outcome. He made China stronger. He made Iran stronger. They weren't doing this stuff with the bad Obama deal. He just told them how powerful they was because with the world's greatest military, we can't get through the Strait of Hormuz. We can't get through it at all. And we got the world's greatest. They can't do nothing. Oh, but they shot down 3, 4, 5 hour planes. And it's insane how we'll sit back. And I'm gonna say this because there's some elections coming up, ladies and gentlemen. And I did the research. I'm not mad at who voted. I'm really not. What got us in this position is the people that didn't vote. Because in theory, Trump got the same number of votes he got last time. What we had was a bunch of people who didn't vote at all. If half of those people would have voted, Trump would have lost. So it wasn't that black men didn't vote for her. It wasn't that black women didn't vote for her. There were people who didn't vote at all. That was the missing element. So when we keep saying our vote don't count, and you look at all this, if your vote didn't count, why they trying to why were they doing this gerrymandering, trying to change districts, trying to get rid of some things, trying to make it so more Republicans will win? And it's crazy, you know. I always say the biggest source of misinformation don't come from the news media. It don't come from intellectual people. It come from us because we are quick to give away our power. Oh, black people ain't got no power. We got a shitload of power. We just keep talking ourselves out of it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do some political shows as we get closer. And it don't matter. But go vote. Go vote. Go vote. Know why you're voting. Know who you're voting for. Don't just pick a straight Democratic ticket or a straight Republican ticket. Know what these people are doing. There's some good Democrats, there's some good Republicans. There's some shitty Democrats, there's some shitty Republicans. We got to start paying attention. This affects us each and every time. When we sit back and look at people who won't do right, the people who are sitting back letting, and we'll just use the president, they let him declare wars, they let him rewrite the Constitution, they let him do his thing. And I hate to make the comparison, but again, they went crazy because Obama wore a tan suit. They wanted to impeach him for that. I mean, it was like, oh, he got on the tan suit. What the hell? This dude done started wars. He's freed people who attack police. He's freed people who attack the White House. He's freed one of the biggest drug traffickers in history while he claiming he hate drug dealers. Remember the meme that used to go around with Joe Biden touching some little girl and everybody was talking about how bad it was, but now we got him tied into a sex thing. Now nobody want to talk about it. Remember, I mean, and it's crazy. If you pull up some of his videos, well, oh, Obama can't make a deal with Iran because he's too stupid. He's too stupid. Or he ain't gonna go to war. But then what you did, and now we losing all this other stuff. We got to start paying attention, and we got to quit letting people tell us what we should and shouldn't do. Get out and vote. You ain't got shit else to do. You got time to watch these crazy ass reality shows or this or this. Get out and vote. We want this, but you won't vote, so anybody gonna give you shit because you won't make your voice heard. My vote don't count. Well, shut the fuck up. If you think your vote don't count, don't say nothing about nothing. Just sit back, keep taking it up the ass. That's gay, and get the hell on.
Hey, I want to mention also. I want to add to what DVP said. You sparked a thought, DVP, when you said got money for war but can't feed the poor. First of all, that's a Tupac quote.
Right.
Second one is when you think about that, think about this, because we got money for war, but we got homeless people on the street. We got people who can't afford their medical expenses and pay for prescription drugs, right? In the homeland. But somehow, when the damn war comes up, we got all this money that we could throw at, aerospace and military, etc. So this is why, just my own personal position, this is why I didn't have no problem when Luigi Mangione got busy, came out here and took care of business. Yeah, Mark, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. That United Healthcare CEO, he got here and got busy because this is all tied up into what I'm talking about. How the hell is it that you got people living on the street, but you can come up with money you could just snap your fingers and come up with all kind of expendable cash to prepare for a war that you probably instigated and is not even really necessary. And I'm gonna leave it there.
Well, and before we change subject, I want y'all, Cash Patel, the director of the FBI, his girlfriend got a security team. She got a whole security detail. When do girlfriends get security details?
Damn, Jesus. Wow.
That's true.
And this is, but again, like Mo was saying, they tell you we ain't got money for this, we ain't got money for that. And they tell you, we sit back, and it don't matter how you feel about it, the facts over there are. We ain't had a measles outbreak in damn near 56, let's see, I'm 60, so close to 100 years. Except now we have them because you got a guy who's saying don't get your kids vaccinated.
Yeah.
And this shit is crazy. But they telling you, oh, vaccinations do this. You know what? There's nothing that's ever been 100%. Yes, people have died from taking vaccinations, but have more people died or lived from taking vaccinations? Everybody still got their whole thing about the jab. Don't know about, everybody I know who got the jab, they suffering some kind of problem. Well, I ain't suffering no problem. So who's your everybody? Two people. I know people who caught COVID. They didn't take it. Soon as they got over it, you know what the first thing they did was? They went and got their shot. So if you ain't had COVID, but you don't understand how things work, well, we don't know what's in it. We didn't know what was in MMR. You don't know what's in the Big Mac. You don't know what's in shit. So what you're saying means absolutely nothing. You don't know what's in. What the hell is in this Gatorade? I want y'all to look yourself in the mirror and tell me whatever you take in your body, you know what's in it before you do it. You don't. So all of us, but all the crazy shit about, they got vaccines, they trying to kill us. And I told them before, if they wanted to kill, they would have put in that damn Popeyes chicken sandwiches y'all was fighting to get, because y'all didn't know what was in that. Then that way they can target. Because guess what? Most white people don't eat Popeyes. So if they want to get rid of us, there are easier ways to do it. So quit saying you don't know what's in this. Oh, they did it too quick. Well, damn. 30 years ago, this right here wouldn't have been happening. We couldn't have got together this quick. Y'all do know technology make shit a whole lot quicker. It makes shit a whole lot quicker. So it's like, come on now, can we have a common sense argument? I said, I met a girl who was like, it's crazy shit I ever heard. I just had to look at her the long way and I walked off. She was like, she said, did you take the shot? I was like, yeah. She was like, well, if we have sex, you gotta wear a condom. I was like, well, I was gonna wear one anyway. She's like, yeah, because I don't want to catch nothing. If you got the shot, you can pass it through. You gotta be shitting me.
She don't want the shot, but you can get her chlamydia.
Damn,
So,
that
you want me
logic.
to, let me pull my pants down so you can see this tail I ain't got. Are you serious?
Oh, yeah,
Well,
that's-
I know some people, and that's my favorite line. I know some people. Call them. Let me talk to them. Call them. I want you to call them because I'm tired of y'all telling me who y'all know. Call them. Call them. Let's get them on the show. Let's get them on the show. Shit, let's call it out. If you got proof, you're right. You heard through some fucking TikTok or some other bullshit. Stop the madness. If you don't want to take the jail, fine. And I find it crazy and disingenuous that people who didn't take it, then why y'all walking around with these fake cards so y'all want to act like y'all people who did take it? Be proud of your stance, player. Be proud. See, I ain't never took a flu shot. I ain't never lied. If it required a flu shot to get in somewhere, hey, I'm just gonna miss it. But I ain't finna lie about it. Oh, they selling fake COVID card. What you need a fake COVID card, player? Be proud of what you're doing. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. It's like, man, y'all killing me with this, but y'all got all these conspiracy theories. You know, oh, the 5G gonna do this. Okay, so we've been having 5G for a minute now.
Yeah, that is.
The only thing 5G did, it made Mark clock start working. That's it. Ain't did shit else. It ain't did shit else. It ain't. My hair was already white. It didn't make it no whiter. I started running the other day. Guess what? I'm still slow as shit. Mark can tell you, I was slow when I was young. So shit, I ain't had no hope of getting fast as I got. I'm still slow. So the 5G didn't do nothing for my speed. And like we keep coming up with the craziest shit.
Now here's the only thing, and I'm gonna go back to where we were. To the people that's running to get in positions that say they're gonna benefit us. I hope they take a few pages out of his book and say, fuck it, I'm gonna do what I want to do, stop me. Instead of standing in front of us, telling us these lies, get in position, and then be like, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's so much stuff they tell him he can't do that he say, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Stop me. The judge say you can't do it. Fuck the judge, I'm still gonna do it. So I hope when these people, when we vote, you know, we got early voting in a couple of weeks and the primaries and all that type of stuff. When we start putting these people in position, I don't want to hear I can't no more. Or they stopping me. Go ahead and do what you do. And the dumbest thing that he did turns out to be one of the smartest things he did was put incompetent people in positions to do what he tells them to do. We ain't got to be out here getting these people with all these super degrees and they're so highly decorated and educated. Put one of them dumb motherfuckers in place and say, you do what I tell you to do. And I'm cool with it. Yeah. But that's all you need. Putting people on your team that's on your team. So if I tell you to do this, don't give me your overeducated thought about it. Just do what I told you to do.
And Mark, nobody got in trouble. All that I can't do, all this whole time, all of a sudden people doing it, nobody got in trouble.
Well, don't say nobody, because all his lawyers keep getting disbarred.
Oh, well,
all his lawyers keep getting disbarred.
Yeah.
Ain't got one no more.
And you notice that this president is, people say what they want to say. He done went through more cabinet members than people who than any other president. Period. Mm-hmm. This dude ain't had nobody. I can't even. We're gonna call him a white man. He got rich by being in the White House because he didn't have all that, and that's why he's scared to lose. Because I guarantee you, when this next election comes, I bet he won't be in America. I bet once before the transition of power, I bet he in another country. Because whoever come next can indict him. And I'm gonna say this, we're gonna switch the subject. Have y'all noticed that as much as he talked about Biden and the crime family, they ain't been under indictment yet? But he kept talking about how they was criminal. He done tried to indict everybody else, Letitia James, everybody else, but he ain't went after the Bidens at all. Wonder why that is. Wonder why that is. You running everything, and you swore they had a criminal empire going, but you ain't said nothing about them. Nothing. So anyway, we gonna go ahead.
Before you move on, but no, we can move on, but I want to just make a comment because you brought up something. You were talking about data and information. And I just want to talk about 3 things that I heard when I was growing up. I was a teen growing up, scared the hell out of me, and none of this shit happened. Number one, y'all heard them too. I know y'all heard them because this is global. Number 1, a comet was gonna hit the earth and kill everybody. I know y'all heard that.
But we're dead. You just didn't know it.
Yeah.
we're inside the matrix, bro. It's the red or the blue pill. We're inside the matrix.
Number 2, the killer bees were gonna come from Africa and kill everybody. Y'all hear that?
Number 1, we're dead. We're inside the matrix.
Yeah. And then number 3, I think DVP touched upon this one a little bit. But Y2K was gonna stop all the computers. Every shit was gonna shut down. It was gonna be mass chaos. Blah blah.
And remember that was part of the Mayan calendar because it ended. So that was supposed to be the end of the world.
Right. After that double, when that 00 hit, it's over.
Prince Antonio, 1999, party out of time. Party over with out of time. Now we're Prince right now.
And I'm gonna say this more because you just may remember. I know people who took money out the bank because the banks was gonna crash. I said, do you ever read the little fine print that if a bank crashed, your money's still protected up to X amount of dollars? You ain't close to X amount of dollars. Now, if you got $2 billion, don't put $2 billion in the bank because if they go under, I think it's $250,000 you protected too under FDIC. I say the way people tell y'all shit, but you know, if you keep money in your house, let's just keep your whole $20,000 in your house. If your house catch on fire, guess when your insurance company is not gonna give you that $20,000 back.
Not at all.
You might as well keep it in the bank. They ain't no insurance company paying out no money settlements unless you got some. Even if you got some special money that's worth something, they're gonna tell you you better put that shit in. You gotta put that shit in what do you call it? Safety deposit box or something. But you gotta take it. But your regular money, they're not replacing that. But hey, y'all keep doing what y'all doing with these conspiracy theories because they're gonna go broke and all your money gonna be gone. That ain't how it works, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
all right, so
hold on, DVP. Since you mentioned,
do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
No, just a quick note. Since you mentioned it, I just looked it up. FDIC covers 250,000. So if you snatching out your little 5,000 because you was worried.
Boy, let me go get my $47.83.
Right. Just make sure you don't put 251,000 up, but up to 250, you cover if something happens. Make sure your bank is FDIC insured.
Right.
Don't fuck with that Greenway stuff that somebody told you to go to. That's not FDIC, but that's a whole nother show. We ain't going there right now. So, I got a phone call 3 days ago, and a lady wanted to grill me about honesty. Why can't men be honest? Why can't this? I was like, we're taught from birth to lie. No, I teach my kids to be honest. Honesty is the only way to go. I want the truth. I said, so for real. I say, you got kids? She's like, yeah. I say, remember the first time your kids got that crappy present from grandma? They didn't know what the hell it was. You told them to say thank you. It was the thought that count. But your kids didn't like their gift. I said, so you taught them to lie because they didn't like the gift. They didn't want to say thank you. I said, so in my world, if I'm being honest, we lie to two people on a regular basis. And what you mean? We lie to people that we love because we really don't want to hurt their feelings, and we lie to people we scared of. See, when that dude holding that pistol at you and asks you, is he the best looking thing ever? You're gonna look at that pistol and say, yes, sir, you the prettiest person I ever seen in my life because you're scared of that pistol. When Mark, you got kids?
Yeah.
Did you get one of them ugly ass tires for Father's Day?
Yeah, thank you. Oh, I love it.
Then we lie. Did we or did we not lie?
Like hell.
It wasn't no stretching of the truth. It was out and out lie. And then we looked at the mom and said, you let him buy this shit for real? I'm not talking to your ass. So we teach lying. And I was trying to tell her that, hey, all lives are not created equal, no matter what we want to say about them. We will lie to people that we don't want to hurt. And more importantly, nobody will ever tell you the truth, ever, never, if they are going to get punished for it, unless they want to be punished. If you want your kids to be honest with you, you can never, ever punish them for telling you the truth. If you want your man to be honest to you, you can never, ever punish him for telling the truth. People don't want to be punished. And if my punishment for doing, if doing the right thing is going to get me punished, guess what I'm going to do?
You're lying.
I'm going to not do it. See, for those of us who are bad, I'm pointing to my co-host. When we did something that we ain't had no business doing, like, taking the screen off the window and sneaking out the house at night, why do we do that? Or sneak back in? Because, see, we knew that was a curfew. And we knew if mom and them said be home by 9:30, and we looked up, it was 10 o'clock. Oh, we climbing through that screen that we done already loosened door. We gonna sneak in the room. And it's how long I've been here since 8:30, 9 o'clock. We gonna lie, because we knew if we came through the front door and she said, baby, it's 9:30, you supposed to be home at 9 o'clock. You could say something, you could tell the total truth. Mama, I lost track of time. Your ass was grass and she was the lawnmower man. So you learn to lie. It's what we do, because nobody is gonna tell the truth to be punished. We train that. So who wants to be punished for being honest? Only a narcissist is gonna go through that. Go ahead.
But one thing you touched on is parents do teach their kids to lie.
Yeah.
Because when they're kids, the first thing they do is start lying. Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy. Right then, you teach your kids to lie.
Oh yeah.
You lying to them.
It's just a little white lie. It's a lie.
It's a lie.
And so one of the things, we just got to remember, a lie means is not the full truth. It's not the truth, right? And so, I had to deal with this. I had to deal with these damn dress rehearsals. My wife would go out and buy 5 dresses, and now I'm the judge, right? She put one on. Come here. What do you think about this one? I gotta go in there and take a look at it. So I started off with, I don't like that one. It looks horrible on you. I started off that way. After some coaxing and too many problems, I got to a point where I was just like, I think I like the other one better. That's all. That's okay. I like the other one better. I'm lying, man. And that's what it is.
But and it's because we were taught that. And it's like, how do we sit here now all of a sudden act like we this and we this? And I say, don't get me wrong. There's a difference between being honest and, because when people say, oh, I'd rather you hurt me with the truth. Well, one, the truth never hurts. It never hurts. You might not like it, but it never hurts because you truly want honesty. So you put your poker face on and take for what it's worth and keep moving. Now, for those people who like to keep it 100, see, soon as I hear that statement, I know you're finna say something disrespectful. Because see, like Mo said, his wife can come in and say, hey, do you like this dress? He got 2 choices. He can say yes or no. See, when most say no, because it makes you look like a fat pig, see, that was never the question. There's no need to add in all this stuff. Oh, I need to keep it 100. No, keep it 100 means you want to be disrespectful. We don't have to keep shit 100. Just tell the truth. Answer the question. That's it. We don't have to give all that extra commentary, because when you get it back, you being disrespectful. Now like I said, as soon as I'm just keeping it 100. Keeping it 100 is usually a 1 or 2 word answer. What do you think about? But I was telling her, men would lie because of what you did to them. When he told you the truth, what'd you do? Oh, I cussed his ass out. So you think he gonna tell you the truth again? To get cussed out again?
Yeah, it's over. It's over.
When he give you the honest truth, you know what he doing? He want to get in trouble because he want to get away. So he gonna tell you some shit so you can tell him to get the hell out your house. So now he can go hang out with the boys all night because he don't want to be at home. He don't want to be forgiven. That's why he set you up that time. And it's like it's just like you got to be careful what you ask for, right? Because most times, like I said, when keeping 100 is disrespectful. When most of us lie to our kids at birth, most of us tell our kids to lie when they get old enough to make faces, because kids are as honest as they come. And you can look at their face and tell how much they don't like something. And what it said, fix your face. Tell grandma, thank you. It's the thought that counts. No, Shawty, it ain't the thought that count. If it was the thought that count, she should have thought better about this ugly ass gift.
Go ahead.
No, do your thing.
So part of the reason, and this is a broad statement about the line. Women, when you meet them, just tell me the truth. Give me the option. Straight up, women. This is the truth.
No, did he freeze?
No, he's
y'all can you hear me?
I don't hear nothing.
Yeah, you good. Go ahead, Mark.
Okay. So if men meet you and you say, well, give me the option, just tell me the truth. Tell me what you want. If a man truly just wants to have sex, he's not going to tell you anything that's going to abort the mission from the start. He's going to see his mission through. So no, he's not gonna say, I just want to have sex. He's gonna go through the motions to get what he needs. Nobody's gonna abort their mission before you start. And y'all just have to accept that. You better do a better job at betting and figuring it out. But they ain't coming in and giving you that option. Few gonna come in and give you that option.
Yeah, Mark, you're right, man. But you know what? I did that. I went through that phase, man. I went to the truth serum phase, man. And surprisingly, everybody that I told that was with it. I said, listen. I said, look, I'm in the phase of my life right now. I don't want nothing serious. I just want to date. I said, I got like about 4 or 5 women I'm dating right now. I said, if you don't want to deal with me, it's cool. But if you do, I'm gonna treat you with respect, you know. But I'm gonna do my thing, and they was with it. Every single one that I was straight up with, I ain't lying, nothing. I was just like, look, I'm just gonna be straight up. I ain't got time to be running around playing no games, ducking in corners. You know, I just had time to do it, and they was with it. So you know, the thing is, maybe we shouldn't go through life assuming that all women want something extra serious, right? Some women just want to dip and dive too.
That's okay. But if you just go ahead and don't disclose and it happens, y'all both on the same page.
Facts.
I'm a side with Mo on this. I'm a side with Mo on this one, Mark.
I agree with Mo. I completely agree with Mo.
And I'm telling you, it works with them because women just want to know a choice. Because sometimes they want the same thing. They don't want to go through all that rigmarole. And if you want a relationship after the sex, you can do that. But a lot of times they don't want to go through all that bullshit with us either. And like Tushawn said, it worked for him too. And that's one of the things that I think we need to start paying more attention to. A lot of these women don't want to be bullshitted. They know what we want. They know we're not coming. Listen, we can sit here and tell all the good stories we want to. We can call ourselves sapiosexual, all these cute little terms. I did a poll. I asked the women, ladies, out of all the guys you ever dated who told you all this bullshit about they was into your mind, yada, 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 how many of them asked you, did you have a library card? How many of them asked you what the last book you read was? Because we didn't give a shit. We just use all them little cute terms. Oh, I like a woman for her mind. I like this. It sounds good. But that ain't why we picked her. We ain't never in the history of never even picked a woman. Hey, man, she reading War and Peace. I think I might like her. Hell to the no. It ain't never. So they know what it is. And, you know, sometimes you want to make a connection. Sometimes you just want to be physical. Sometimes, you know, you might want to be long-term. But being honest with them, for me, it's actually been a godsend because now they ain't expecting nothing special. See, when we act like we want to date them and court them, now they expecting all that. When all you want to do is smash. Hey, she got 47 minutes. If that's all you want to do is smash. She ain't got to keep trying to plan for the rest of the week. Now, if you like and want to have a conversation with her, that's something different. But we got to be honest because we know it's some that I met some women I thought was pretty cool. It's like, you know, I could see a future with her. And I met some women that my future didn't last past 47 minutes with them. I can see it, and we got to go our separate ways. You don't put it like that, but you just say, hey, you know, I'm just out here doing me, having a little fun. You know what you want to do, and some of them be like, okay, that's what it is, and some others like, nah, I need something special. Like Yolanda said, it depends on where they are, not only in life but in that moment. Because sometimes they just want a maintenance man. They just want to get their plumbing checked, and then they good. Sometimes they want the full package, but ask them where they at. Ask them what they want. You'll be surprised at how many women will go for it.
In fact,
yeah, when you ask them what they want, but if that ain't what they want, ain't nobody finna abort their mission, spoil their plan. They gonna move the way they need to move to get what they need to get.
Then they're gonna get mad and complain about all these food dates when she didn't want to give you none in the first place, but you didn't want to abort your mission. Save your money, save your time, player.
No, that's all completely different. That's one that's into you and want you trying to fuck. It ain't the ones that you just out here trying to date. But yeah, it's gonna be something out there. Like I said, y'all said it never happened to y'all, but I tried to.
We ain't saying it never happened. We just saying there's a better chance when you just tell them what you want up front. You can get through a lot of shit.
Hey, I just a newsflash, y'all. It worked the other way too, man. Because listen, I went into this shop, man. And the lady, you know, it was a shop we go to. You know, me and the girlfriend I was with at the time. It's a place we go to get food and stuff. And the lady, I don't know, man, the lady behind the counter, she was liking me. So I went up there to get food one time by myself. And she told me, she said, listen, I see you coming here with your lady. Y'all look like a nice couple. She said, but I want you. Man, I was just like, whoa, wait a second. What the hell's going on? You know? And so she shot a shot, man, like that across the bow, man. No joking.
It happened. So you say tell them where you, tell you what it is. If they say I just want to fuck, are you gonna go for it, your mama?
And I guarantee it depends on who it is. Sometimes that's all they want.
And where you are in your life.
You'll be surprised at what women will say. I mean, I have met some high class women who was cool with that. They didn't want nothing else. They didn't want to go through all that stuff. So it ain't even a class status. It's a mental status. Because sometimes they tired of dudes and the lies and the trickery. They think it's refreshing when a guy say, yo, I just wanna do some biblical stuff with you. They like, shit, let's go get a room and we own it. Others, sometimes you're gonna get told no. But so, you know, because you're trying to avoid that no. No, it ain't. That's when you gotta know how to read the room, Mark. You gotta know how to read the room. See,
yeah, you read it and then you play it.
No,
I read it. Mark, you ain't going for it.
See,
I'm gonna make us go for it.
When the girl looking at you the wrong way too long, you know what it is. She ain't sizing you up for boyfriend status. She sizing you up for nudity status. So it's up to you to play your part, because we done had them looks. We like, damn, she looking at me like I'm a piece of meat. She don't give a shit about what you driving. She don't give a shit about your credit score. She just want to know what you working with.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the ones sizing you up for a relationship.
Then don't go for them if you just want sex, Mark. Go for the ones who don't want a relationship. That's what he's saying.
If you want a relationship, don't mean she shouldn't get sex.
But if all you want to do is hit it, you don't want a relationship. So why waste time? You go hit something and then come back and do the relationship with her, Mark. Or tell her why you want to do it.
You can only do what you need. If that's your mission, is to fuck that one, and she want a relationship, do what you got to do to get it. Hey, I agree. I believe the honesty part should be done, but you got to be honest. Who's finna abort their mission? My mission is to fuck her. I got to be in a relationship with her, so let me do what I got to do to get it. It is what it is. And I ain't saying that it's right, but these women can't expect men to abort their mission because they want more. And the man may feel that if he go ahead and say, I just want to fuck her, she be like, nah, I'm looking for more in my life. Then suffer the consequences. I'm sorry.
Look, man, you gotta put them in. And I think women do it too. You put the people you messing with in categories, right? You know, you got some that you date, you got some that you maybe go to brunch with, and you got some that you just want to bust their head on the back of the headboard. That's it. You know what I mean? It's 3 categories, man. You know, whichever bucket. Because look, women are grown. Like I think, you know, Yolanda was saying, she said, I'm grown. She do what she want to do. You know what I'm saying? So when you meet a woman like that, y'all know what it is. It's just, look, we gonna make each other feel good and go about our day. And every now and then, if you hit me up and you catch me at the right moment, I'm there, and vice versa. And that's cool. That works for both people.
It does. That will work for both people. But if the man if the man recognizes that you're not gonna go for that, he's not gonna abort his mission.
Why he ain't? He gonna keep wasting time?
It ain't wasting time.
If she don't want what you want, it's a waste of time. Because now you gotta sit there and you gotta be somebody that you don't want to be, just to get just to get this.
Hey, it happens. It happens. we can't sit here and act like this shit don't happen. Every man ain't running out here. Hey, I just want to fuck. And every woman ain't. Oh, okay, come on. You gonna get them. They're gonna give you a little resistance. So Mark, before you get that resistance, let's go on and play this game.
Mark, you ain't met a woman. You like, you know what? I wouldn't mind getting to know her and having in my life on a regular basis.
Yes.
So every man ain't just trying to fuck everybody. Sometimes you actually do see something in somebody that you want around.
See, we know that, but what I'm saying is, most women be like, give me the option. You ain't gonna get it. Don't expect it. Most men ain't gonna give you that option. You have these two upstanding with Sean.
But see,
They don't options.
that's why I'm gonna say you wrong. That's why one of the biggest complaints that dudes make, man, these women they going through the same dudes because the same dude is saying he don't want this, so the women ain't expecting that. See, they get mad at the dude who trying to set them up for something just to get what he want when he could have just said it up front and everybody could have just had a good time. But when they catch you playing the game, then they got an attitude, which is why they like certain dudes. Oh, y'all like bad boys. The bad boys tend to be a little bit more honest. They ain't trying to sway nobody. They ain't trying to set them up with 5-star restaurants and all these great trips, and they ain't going on no trips. Hey, we gonna do the Bengay bend over, or that's it. And a lot of women are cool with that. The young ones cool with it. The old established ones cool with it. It's the ones in the middle who want to be loved who generally don't want to do it. But once they done got over the love fantasy, a lot of women bite to the apple. They know when they got something worth keeping. And the crazy thing is, I can say this: the bulk of all my long-term relationships started off with sex on the first date, and we just continued from there. But a lot of it was organic because I was in both spheres. It's like if it happened, it don't. I'm gonna enjoy this for what it is. Because sometimes, except for you, Mark, sometimes you realize when you dating somebody, this ain't what I want. Like the chick I told you who was talking about the shot. She was somebody who could have been long term until she started talking. Then after she started talking, I didn't want shit from her. So going against what you said, Mark, I aborted the mission. I don't want sex. I don't want a relationship because she did what we do. She talked herself out of some. And men are notorious. Ask women, men are notorious for talking themselves out of sex by saying crazy shit. Go ahead, Mo.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, DVP, you was at that's because you was at a particular point in your life, man. Because when you young and dumb and stupid, and the wind blow and you ready to go, you ain't turning nothing down. But you probably was at a point where you had some intellect, and you could fight against the desire. And so you can make decisions. You know how we get when we was like 20, 21, man.
Mo, he said it was during COVID. He was 70.
Mo, you was in the Air Force.
Yeah.
If we met with resistance, what we did, we moved on to the next one. I ain't no need to going through all this stuff. It was a lot of aborted missions. Oh, she fine. But when she started acting crazy or she started acting like she was hard to get, what we do?
Yeah, you go
move on.
Yeah.
Move on. We ain't finna try to convince her shit.
Yeah, that's But so look, you got to remember though that is you had mental training, right? If you go in the military, you had mental training.
Bro, we didn't have no mental. We had physical training. We were 18 and 19. We were still home. We wanted to fucking fight. We ain't care more. You don't act like we were special more. We still wasn't shit at 18 and 19. You know how to
follow orders, man. You know how to follow orders.
No, she wasn't giving her orders. We had to do what we knew what the UCMJ said. It went against UCMJ. We found something. Hey, that girl in the next dorm over there, we knew she was about it. But the other girl, the little admin girl who thought she was all snooty because she was admin and she could look out for that, man, fuck her. But that girl who was a part-time mechanic, looking good when she take her shirt off. Oh shit, I didn't know she had all that up under them greens. Okay, that what's up. Come on, we still want shit, Mo. The military didn't make us better. Don't act, Mo. Don't act. We still want shit. At 18 and 19 and 20, we still won shit. We won. So, but yeah, and I was telling you, if you want honesty, you got to be able to accept honesty for what it is. Whether it's in your partner, whether it's in your kids, whether it's in your coworkers. Because there are some people you can be totally honest with. When I call my friends and I ask them, hey man, be honest with me. That's what I tell people. I got people who will tell me about me if I ask them. If I don't ask you, I don't need you to keep shit 100. Because now you being disrespectful. But if I say, hey Mark, hey man, I'm having this problem. What you think? I expect Mark to tell me what it is I'm doing for real, because I call him and ask him. But for Mark to just call me out the blue and say, yo, D, you doing some fuck shit. Nigga, I ain't asked you shit. Why you calling me telling me this? I just want to keep 100. Dude, ain't nobody asked you to keep shit 100. You being nosy. But if I go out to him and ask him something, then yeah, I expect him to tell me what I answer my question. But and cause we know a little of each other, he can give me something. I still don't want him to be disrespectful. Just, tell me what you see. Because to me, it's always important to know what you put out to people, because everybody think they're doing something. But I know what I think I'm doing, but I got to check the market. It's like when we teach, you tell people stuff, but then you ask them what they heard to make sure that the message you're sending is the message they're receiving. We think we putting out an image. We got to check, hey, what are you seeing me? Why you think this is? Why you think that is? And then you'll be amazed at what you actually put out, what people see. Because you don't realize what they see. You just think you know what you're doing. And so, I'm always real myself. When you ain't real with yourself, you ain't ask other people what they see. Because you don't know how you're doing stuff. You don't know how you're doing compared to the crowd. Because I don't worry about nobody but me. But if they done dealt with people who were honest and cool as hell in their honesty, then they met some brothers who were smooth as hell, but they was always dishonest. Why you keep messing with this honest brother who ain't smooth? Because they know what they're going to get from him. And that's like Yolanda and the other one be saying. They just want to be able to make a conscious choice. If I tell Yolanda, hey, I'm at this point in my life, I ain't shit, you know what I'm saying, but I think you're cute, you know what I'm saying, we can do this. Yolanda can say yeah or nay. But if I'm trying to push up on her and I'm just sitting here gaslighting her, she all of a sudden she think I'm hitting on her, but all I want is the goods. She just want to make a choice. Whether she want to give it to me now or whether she want me to wait 3-4 months. Let her have that option. And because we want the same thing, and men are a little bit more sensitive. It's crazy. But when a woman tells us she wanted from us, we like, hey, wait. Because we want to be the aggressors. A lot of us ain't used to being the aggressor. We want to be the aggressor. So when they come at us, oh, she fast. Oh, she for the street. Oh, she was trying to throw it at me. Well, then she was doing the same thing you were doing, player. She just don't want to go through all that bullshit. She just wants some of your time. She want to see you naked, y'all do y'all thing. Then she gonna go on about her business. But we don't. We want to be the predator. We don't want to be preyed upon. A lot of guys, man, I don't like when a woman try to holler at me. Why? You don't want to know she like you? No, man. Would she do that? I just think how many other dudes she done did that too. You don't think when you do it to her, she think the same thing? How many women you done said the same shit to? Bro, don't nobody care in that moment. Everybody got a little need, itch that need to be scratched. They don't care about your past. Ain't nobody asking for your medical records. Ain't nobody asking none of this shit. They just want the itch scratched.
Well, I ain't heard damn man say no shit like that. She was throwing it at me, and I just like, nah, I ain't gonna take it. Hell no.
What? Hey, we done heard women. Mo, you ever had a woman throw it at you, said no, and she called you gay?
Not call me gay, but I said no.
And she definitely, he just said, so it happened, Mark.
Yeah. I don't know, Mo. Shit.
You know me.
Shit. Hey, Mark, Mark, let me tell you something, Mark.
You think that one throwing it at me at backstage? Bro,
I don't know.
And I still had to say no more times than I said yeah.
But did you turn it down? I want to be me feel less than a man because she won't me. Never.
Hold on, you broke up. Say it again.
Oh, this dude.
I ain't hear you, Mark.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You turned it down, yes. You didn't turn it down because you felt like you prayed and she was the predator. You didn't feel inferior, like, oh man, she giving it to, she want me to get it. She done did this to everybody. No, you turned it down for other reasons.
It don't matter.
I'm saying that every week. I didn't say men don't turn it down. I'm not saying men do not turn it down. I'm saying I do not know one man that has turned down sex because he felt like she was a predator and he felt like prey and he felt like she's just giving this to everybody. I don't know one man that has ever felt that way.
Okay,
Mark, hold on, Mark. So predators don't ask, brother. They don't ask. They take. That's the difference.
What I'm saying is, if a woman comes to you like, hey man, let's go on and fuck something. Not damn man that I know was like, no, you fuck somebody else in the same way and I don't want it. Never have I ever knew a nigga like that in my life.
Listen, man, if you got enough information, sometimes it's wiser to say no. It depends on how much
it is.
No, but listen. I've been seeing it. I've been checking this chick from across the room. She been doing shady shit. I ain't messing with her, bro. I don't care if she throw it at me.
What saying shit? So you see her in the club, she dance. Oh man, she bagged it up on him a little too hard. I don't want you, ma'am. Why y'all? I think y'all gonna be making this shit up and goddamn try to run my blood pressure up.
Hey, Mark gonna get stabbed up, man. Mark, don't get stabbed up out here, man.
Listen, Mark. It's this girl used to come to backstage. Man, good looking. I watched her
All the time. She was there every week.
Damn near every week. At 2:35, 2:40, every week she walking out with somebody different. She always comes by herself. So one day, and say, hey man, I ain't taking nothing from her. If I wouldn't have been keeping one count, keeping an actual count, but just noticing this behavior, one day she came up. She like, oh, I see you be hugging all the women. You ain't never hugged me. I could give her a hug. It's just a hug. Her hug was a little too frisky. I liked it because I'm a frisky dude. She made sure I felt the firmness in all her body parts. And she said something, and I just started laughing. And she said, if you play your cards right, you'll get to take me home tonight.
Oh my goodness.
You threw your hand in.
I was like them other dudes.
Jesus Christ.
No,
but look at what he saw. You saw the other dudes. You saw it week in and week out. So you see, okay, this is a pattern.
No, but see, here we go. See, here's the speculation. She could have made them guys take her to get something to eat. She didn't have to be having sex with them guys. The fact that she was leaving with them, I filled in the blanks I wanted to. So
okay.
Right. So, but
that's enough.
They could have just walked to her car and she could have left them right there. I don't know because I didn't go outside. I just know what I see, and I didn't want no parts of it. Even though visually she checked off every single box. Mark, she wasn't kind of cute. She was pretty. Her and Beautiful they was kissing cousins. She had a body that was built for speed. Well,
so let's just say.
I was like,
let's say you meet her in Publix, not at backstage. You meet her at Publix. Okay. Do you go ahead and dismiss her? First time meeting her, you ain't never seen her. You meet her at Publix. Do you dismiss her?
She trying to give me something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if this your first time meeting her, and she say, "Hey, you're kind of cute, and I kind of like you."
On the first time, I don't know nothing about her, Brian. I don't play them kind of. I need to know something. We ain't doing this. We ain't doing this stranger danger shit. See, that's how brothers end up getting hit in the head and getting their shit took because you don't know nothing about her. She just out there scouting. Then when she take you to wherever she take you.
You ain't never had a one night stand.
I ain't say that. I said I ain't never had it. So you asked me about a woman I don't know nothing about. When I had a one night stand, I knew who she was.
No, goddamn one night stand, then you knew who she was.
No, a one night stand means you had sex one time. That's what a one night stand is, Mark.
Oh, stop ahead on the goddamn bullshit. We have sex one time. No.
That's why it's a one night stand.
Man, you setting up that coordinate getting to know her. Fuck that. One night stand. I met you in the club. We went home. We fucked. I don't talk to you no more.
No,
that's a one night stand.
Mo, you was in the military. Then we had one night stands with people that we knew was in another unit because one night everything just went right and they went back. But you don't just meet them the first time and that's it. Well, that's not the definition of a one night. Mark, I'm gonna need you to get an updated dictionary, bro.
You goddamn, you will stretch the truth to fit your narrative.
What truth am I stretching, Mark?
One night stand. I met her. I knew her. That was the one night stand. Fuck that. What about meeting and fucking the same day? We ain't got time to get to know each other.
No, sir.
You're a different you're a different breed of nigga.
No, I'm not. You're a different breed, bro.
And I strive to be different. Shit. Mo, so you telling me, Mo, you ain't never met a woman the same and in that same instance had sex?
Are you crazy as fuck? You see this door right here? You know what's outside this door?
I'm talking about now, boy, you before her. When you was growing up in the projects in Connecticut and the military. You telling me okay. I forgot. No, it never happened. You are an upstanding gentleman. You're the two most upstanding gentlemen I have ever met in my life.
Ain't nobody said nothing about being upstanding, brother. Nobody said that. Didn't I just say 5 minutes ago that when we was in the military, when neither one of us shit, we just wore a uniform? I just said that. But even then, and we'll tell you, Martin, we had sex with soldiers. They had already had background check. We weren't just randomly hitting civilians. You can't trust random people like that. Mark, you want some crazy shit. Just to meet some woman out the blue and all of a sudden we finna start doing this. See, when brothers end up on shows, when they end up in the hospital, because she done let some brothers in the other door to rob. No, sir, we not finna do this with some random. See, that was you talking about random sex. You ain't talking about a one-night stand player. You talking about some random shit. Random. I ain't did random.
Random. One night stand.
No. You keep trying to combine the two.
And that's what it is. You dressing it up.
No, Mark, you can go to school. You can go to school as you did. You can graduate. You know who in your graduating class. And then it's y'all 10, 15-year reunion. Shouted who was bad. Just look at you and she said, I liked you in the 12th grade and y'all hook up. That's a one-night stand. Because y'all ain't going to do it no more. That's a one-night stand, Mark. How long them ain't got nothing to do with it. It's what y'all do during that time. If y'all form a relationship, it ain't a one-night stand. A one-night stand mean you hit it one time and that was it, brother. Hit it and quit it.
I don't like your definition. I don't like your definition.
It ain't gotta be it ain't my definition.
That's your definition.
It ain't.
Let's ask the chat. What's a one-night stand?
Tushawn, Yolanda, what's a one-night stand? Let's ask the people, because Mark over there with that clock that don't work. He's stuck in the 12th century. I
need to know, what is a one-night stand?
We're gonna see what Tushawn and Yolanda say.
What's the debate, man? What positions do y'all have?
Mark said a one-night stand gotta be somebody you don't know. If you know them, then it ain't one-night stand.
And what you say, DVP?
A one-night stand is when you have sex one time only. That's a one-night stand.
Oh, okay.
It ain't got
what you think a one-night stand is, Mo?
Shit, they y'all both said the same damn thing. I could know you and just have.
No, it didn't.
No, Mark saying if you know him, it ain't a one-night stand.
If you know him, like as like a friend or something like that, you mean? Like
if you know them, period. A one-night stand gotta be somebody you just met.
Random.
Well, so the definition I grew up with is, somebody I just met is a one-night stand. That's the definition I grew up with.
That's the definition I grew up with. He just made up a damn definition.
Tushawn said she agreed with Mark, or he. I don't know. I'm sorry.
He said they both can be true, but he agrees with me. But they both can be true.
So if they both can be true, that means he agree with me too. Then
he said they can both be true, but he's leaning more towards me. There's always two things can be true.
He can't if he think they both true. That means we both equal, brother. Don't
he
cheat.
Said they can't. I'm not saying it. But the definition that we're accustomed to is something random that you just met, you smash, and you keep it pushing.
That's what I grew up with. I grew up with that one.
That's the one I grew up with.
So if you know him and you sleep with him one time, what is that?
You just fuck somebody you knew. Shit. Fuck somebody I knew.
Listen, man, I'm gonna let y'all miss this go. We're gonna move on to the second subject.
Let's move on. I'm gonna make sure we may table this and come back next week. I'm gonna post it and see what else
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna post it and tag you.
I'll do the same.
Once I tag you, it's gonna be on the page. So we only gonna give them two choices: either know them or you don't know them, right?
But
that's what we disagree. Whether you know them or not know them.
But DVP, Mark probably got different people. That's why he gonna do it too. So y'all get
Mark. But I got two pages and I got groups and stuff. So I'm gonna get a better group.
Okay.
All right. So now, what is it? It's 7:15. Okay. Now let's talk about ghosting. We all grown, right? That's the lie we tell. So when you messing with somebody and you decide this over, what's the best way to let them go? A lot of people now do ghosting. It's like, I don't need to tell them why I let them go down. They don't need closure, yada, yada, yada. How do we feel about ghosting? Is ghosting adultish? Is it because you're scared? What's up with that? And how you feel about doing it or getting it done to you?
Well, if I go first, I got a lot to say. So I'll let you go first.
Go ahead,
because you'll forget your shit, man. So you go first.
All right. So there's a lot of factors that are associated with answering that question. Number one is how long I even knew you, right? So if I knew you, I don't know, if you just somebody on the internet that I've been communicating with, it's not ghosting. I just got tired of your ass. I'm done. That's it. But if it's somebody who maybe we went out to lunch, we had some conversations or whatever, and I just kind of disappeared, then I would say that's more of a ghosting circumstance. Whether or not, I don't know if you asked whether or not that's cool or not, but I'll just say I've been in situations where I kind of interpreted what would happen once I broke it off. And based on what the hell I was thinking, I'm like, hell no, I'm just going to disappear. And then other cases, I'm like, I'm going to have a conversation. So it depends, you know what I'm saying, who the person is and, what I think their reaction going to be. That's kind of some of what I think anyway.
All right, for me, ghosting is how you feel. If it's something you want to do, it's adulting, but it's based on the relationship that we have and the reason that I'm ghosting you. Because some things will just be a conversation. You feel what I'm saying? Say, hey, you did this, and this how it made me feel. You may be able to have a conversation about it, and it may smooth itself out. But on the flip side, if I don't really give a fuck about them, fuck them. I'm gonna disappear. And it is what it is. So it's based on the type of relationship that you have, whether or not you don't continue the conversation, or if you just gonna be like, fuck it. Okay, see me when you see me.
We're gonna rewind right quick. The definition. Oxford definition of a one-night stand is a sexual relationship that lasts for only one night.
You went to Oxford, boy.
I went.
It lasted one night.
It's in the dictionary. It don't say nothing about how long you've been knowing them. It says sexual relationship that lasts for one night. That's it. What's up, Teresa?
Go to the Urban Dictionary. Tell me what it say. Fuck Webster and Oxford. What does the Urban Dictionary say?
You don't want to know Webster?
Fuck Webster. They put bootylicious in the dictionary. I can't trust that shit.
Webster got one night stand as a musical performance. That's only one night, so we skip Webster.
Get Webster ass out of here. I tell you, I stopped taking Webster serious when they put bootylicious in the dictionary.
Oh my goodness.
And I think ghosting. I think most time we ghost people is because we were never intimate. And we don't. Yeah, that's what I say. We don't know how to, or we don't really, as Mark said, we really just don't care. We never were that fully invested into you. Because I know women who, if they meet a guy, they'll give them a reason. They went out with him, they'll give them a reason why they're not gonna go out with them again. And it's like, to me, that's a little too much for me. But Teresa says ghosting is, hold on, what's shit?
Immature.
Ghosting is very immature. If you're not interested in the person, you should tell them. But Teresa, initially you are interested in them. To me, it's like the girl who made the crazy ass comment about, getting the shot.
Hey, Senator.
Once you say crazy shit, yeah, chances are you getting ghosted. Because I can't explain to you the level of stupidity that you just existed in a polite, gentlemanly type way. Because I don't want to say you're stupid, but you're stupid. So I might as well just ghost you because I don't need me going down this rabbit hole. What's up, Spice Girl? I don't need me going down this rabbit hole. Okay, hey, we got two more people right quick. Cinnamon, Teresa, what's a one night stand? But right now,
just tell you what a one night stand is.
I'm gonna let them give their own definition. I ain't gonna give them no parameters.
Yeah, but ghosting is just one of them things. If they got the relationship ain't there, or I ain't got their feelings towards you, let that motherfucker go.
Hey, y'all couch it however you want. That damn ghosting word that came out of somewhere. I'm just done. You know what I'm saying? If it's
shit.
Yeah, I'm just done. It ain't no ghosting. I'm finished. It's over. Done. That's it. You know what I mean? So you call it whatever you want. I'm done with it.
See me in the street, come out, hey, strange. Fuck all that.
Because and then so the other thing I was gonna say is, you know, part of the decision making with answering that question is, what's the reason why, right? It could be the reason why. It could be you just you fed up, man. You had enough. Look, when I get to that situation, or there could possibly be danger involved, right? When I get to that situation, I'm disappearing. It's over.
Well, it was a one night stand.
Yeah, you ain't gonna find me no more. I'm done with it. You know what I mean? So
one night stand, we out.
That's it. It's over. You know, so I think the reason is important. So, you know what I mean? Because and then the other thing is, I don't think everything needs an explanation. I don't think everything needs an explanation. You know, I don't know. I make up a rude case. You know, I caught you. Oh, hold on. Let's see what Cinnamon's saying.
She's talking about ghosting someone is really immature.
So like 3 people said ghosting is immature, man. I must be an immature fool because I'm not doing it.
Immature ass.
All right, hold on. We're taking a quick commercial break. Mark, let me pull my glass up. According to Urban Dictionary, a one-night stand is sexual activity with another person intended for one night only. Urban Dictionary, brother, because you asked for it. I put it in the thing.
I did.
No, I put it in the chat.
But it don't say shit about I knew them before then. It was strictly for one night.
Right. And it don't say shit about random. It says sex for one night, which is all I ever said. It's sex for one night. It's it. It's sex one time. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing else. It ain't gotta be. It can be somebody you know. You said it can't be somebody you know.
Yeah, I'm still standing on that.
Okay, but Urban Dictionary don't say that. So I'm just saying, I went to where you told me to go to.
I did.
That's all I'm saying, brother. That's all I'm saying. So back.
We're gonna put a poll up and we're gonna see.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of comments. Go through them comments, DVP.
Oh, now you can't read. That's some bullshit right there. That's.
I agree with you. I agree with you. If you sleep with the person one time, it's a one night stand, regardless of how long.
Okay. Now, hey Mark, because you're the only one who knows. You're the only one that knows Tashawn. He said, out of respect, he gonna let them know what the deal is. You believe him?
Yeah, he will. He'll slow.
See, and some people believe that.
Out of respect, he gonna.
If what I will tell, because it's funny, I had one who keep coming at me, and I was like, no, we ain't in the same place at the same time. She just won't take that as an answer. So now I'm ghosting her. But I already told her it wasn't gonna be nothing. But she just ain't trying to hear that. She telling me how good a woman she is, how much she can do for me, and I was like, babe, we're not in the same place at the same time. I don't want to tell her that both of us don't find her attractive, because I think that's keeping it 100. I don't want to be disrespectful. I just want her to just let it go. This ain't gonna work. We're not gonna do nothing.
Tell her she's not your type.
I told her that. She tried, she trying to sell herself on me. Same way we do to women. Women do it to us too.
Tell her you ain't buying.
Tell her what?
Tell her you ain't buying. Tell her you don't want no goddamn 1992 July. Tell her.
Anyway, Teresa says she agrees with me. If you sleep with a person one time, it's a one night stand, regardless of how long you've known them. Yolanda says one night only sex is hookerish for her. She got to know you.
See, it's hookerish. Is it hookerish if you've already known them?
No, if they don't know you, because then
I'm asking her. She said hookerish.
Yeah, because it's like you paying somebody for one night that you don't know nothing about, aka a hooker.
But she said one night only sex. You say I've been knowing her. I've been talking to her.
No. I said that you said somebody that you don't know. She's saying she won't do it with somebody she don't know. That feels hookerish to her. If she don't know him, she's not finna have sex with him. She's not finna have sex on the first night. If she don't know him.
We just trying to figure out her definition of it, but I get it.
I think Cinnamon says, I think if you are serious and no longer want to deal with somebody, say something. And but this goes back to the first part of the conversation, the first part of the show, not the first part, but when we were talking about honesty. A lot of people can't handle rejection. And ladies, y'all can tell me how men do it, but the minute we reject women, we got to go through. We get challenged about our sexuality. We get challenged about all kind of crazy shit. Just hey, for whatever reason, this ain't working. It ain't where I want to go. This ain't what I want to do. And I say, and according to Mark, me and him do the same thing. More probably the same thing. They always want to question our manhood. It can't never be, because too many women done said that this dude that Mark imitated, that a dude ain't gonna turn down sex. And I'm totally in agreement with, a dude ain't gonna turn down sex, but a man will. Because a man has options. A dude happy to get somewhere where he can get some. No, they ain't the same thing. It's like niggas and blacks. They look alike, but they different people. Dudes and men look alike, but they operate in a totally different way. When you're a man, you got options. You ain't just happy to get some, because you can always get some. A good man can get some like a good woman can. A dude got to get it where he got to get in where he fit in. Just like some of these little troglodyte women. They got to get in where they fit in. They ain't got a bunch of options. They got to do the best they can with what they got. But when you can say no, see, when I was at backstage, I could say no easily. I had plenty of options. Ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing. Oh, if I don't get it from you, I ain't gonna get it from nobody. Well, that's BS. That's BS. I can take my time and choose. That's why when that girl was like, oh, you could have had me. You're right. Or I could have had her or her or her or her. I'm picking one of them, shawty, not you. I got the choice to pick. These other dudes that you keep leaving out of him with. See, it's the reason they in the club this late. Ain't nobody choosing them. So you picking dudes that don't nobody else want. I'm not gonna put myself in that category. No. Because when dudes still at the club at 2:30, 3 o'clock, it's because they ain't found nobody who was accepting the advances. Them the thirsty dudes. I ain't thirsty. See, only reason I'm at the club when it closed is because they paying me to be there. I ain't never shut down the club because I got options. I ain't finna be the last one trying to pick up whatever's left over. That's just how I process it. Because that's why dudes go to the club at 2 o'clock. Hey, how many of these women drunk? Me gonna see if I can take advantage of them. I ain't gotta put in much work. I ain't been one of them. So that's the difference. Because we look alike, but we totally, and as Mo said, when we're younger, most of us had dude tendencies. But even in the military, we still didn't just do anybody. We were still picky. Because we don't want the little troglodyte looking girl, but somebody gonna get her. The dude that came from nothing that just happened to be around women, he ain't never had that option. So
Mr. Bougie like you turn down all them types.
Ain't bougie, bro. I've earned the right to be picky.
You say you had that right at 18. You still had that right.
At 18, 18, I still had it going on. At 18.
I wasn't messing with the fat and ugly ones at that age. That's beneath me.
So anyway, as far as ghosting goes, like I say, I can understand the reason behind it, because as a cop, when I did domestic violence, a lot of dudes, they feel a certain way if a woman tell them why she don't want something, because then the dude's trying to convince them why they should, and they kind of trying to force themselves on them. And so I get why some of them ghost. Sometimes the best thing you can just do is disappear and hope somebody forget about you. Because if you go through and this is one of my favorite ones, when a woman called and she said, well, I don't think it's gonna work. And now all of a sudden these dudes become suicidal. What you mean you don't want to be with me no more? I'm gonna kill myself. And they try to get women in the stand. So sometimes I understand why the ghosting is necessary, because sometimes we all make bad choices. We think we made a good choice, but we found out under stress that the person that we thought had it together is really a sociopath.
Yeah, because you tell her it's over. You tell her it's over. She busts the windows out your car. Now you got flat tires. You got that women, something else.
That's why you tell them what's up front. That way they can't be mad at you. It's not about what someone else wants. It's you see what you feel. Now, if you leave, it's not ghosting. Well, I'm old and I'm in my house. Unless I'm out working, I'm over it all. Nowadays, men I've crossed today are sassy. Ooh, yeah. See, that's dudes. And love ghosting and trying to reappear like, hey, then they get mad when you don't want to talk no more. Because, right, it's a man. This 21st century is producing some of the weirdest shit I've ever had to deal with. Ever. So yeah, like I said, she called me and she asked me about being honest and about ghosting, because she's like, I don't want to deal with this dude. What you think I ought to do? Hey, I don't know the dude like you do. What you think you ought to do?
Ghost is like,
if you think he crazy, you might want to go on and ghost, Hey, Hey, that's why I tell everybody now, go on and get you a Google number. Give out that Google number first. Go ahead, Mo.
So here's a question. Because this is something I did one time. I want to know if this is considered. Would this be considered ghosting? So you had a date. But I wasn't interested in this lady. So later on, I went home. I called and I left a message on the machine. Not interested. Is that a form of ghosting? Or do I have to talk to her directly? That's the thing, because this is about either speaking to the person directly or just disappearing. So in
the ghosting is disappearing. If once you left a message, you weren't ghosting.
You weren't ghosting. You was being open and honest.
But I left it on the machine though. I felt like a punk.
She got the message. Punk.
Yeah, but I'm saying though I would like to hear from the women, man. If you leave, I left it on the machine. I didn't talk to her directly.
Boy, this shit had to be in the 90s. He talking about the goddamn machine.
That's right, boy.
Mark,
that had a little tape on. I be forgetting you be telling y'all age.
Hey, it had that little grit too before it started, and then you speaking.
That's mature, Mo. Leave a voicemail.
Leave a voicemail? Nah, I don't think people appreciate that, man. Get turned down on voicemail.
Okay, so is it, ladies? Is it the same thing if you would have left a text saying he don't want to do this no more and just left it at that? Is that maturity? Because he don't want to talk to her, but he do want her to know that ain't no need to continue along this way.
You were a punk. You should at least talk to her phone.
How he gonna make her answer the phone? He called. If she didn't answer, he wouldn't have left a message.
He called before she got home.
I did, man. I called at one of them hours where I knew she wanted to be home too, boy.
Mo, I'm trying to help you out. Mo. Don't.
Nah. He took the punk way out.
He just pushed me to the side and said, "Put me in the front line."
And punk, he ain't gonna call and leave a message. Left a voicemail. Man, that's boy. Well, you should have called her and heard her voice say, "Hey."
And see, Mark, you wouldn't understand this, but Mo, when you was in the military, were you with any of the guys who got them Bill John letters from home, where their girlfriend wrote them a letter telling how she left?
Oh no, I didn't get one.
See, it was 5 guys. It was 5 guys in our squadron who got them letters. I was like, "Boy, no."
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Well, them Bill John letters, boy. You seen grown men crying about to get kicked out the military.
Whoo, oh man.
I'm like, crazy. Man.
That's crazy.
That was before ghosting was a word, boy. Them Bill John letters, boy, they was heartbreakers.
Sucker shit.
You know what a Bill John letter is, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you such a baby. You don't even know what a rotary phone is and shit. I'm so tired of you.
Wrote that letter, let you know Jody got your girl and gone. So it's okay.
But yeah, that was a thing in the 80s in the military. Them Bill John.
They had a whole other place with all that cooch around them. They worried about somebody miles and miles and miles away.
Hey, so on the other side, have y'all, when y'all dealt with women, have they, let's say they wanted to cut it off, did they do it the way we're talking? Did they do it straight up?
Boy, I had plenty of motherfucking ghost me.
No, I'm not talking about ghosting. I'm saying, did they do it straight up? Did they talk to you and say, "Listen, Mark, you're a good dude. You don't change the batteries in your clock, but I ain't dealing with you no more"?
I done had some. I done got phone calls. I done got text messages. I done got goddamn ghosted shit. Good riddance. This saying you can write me Dear John letters. Shit. But yeah, it happens. My younger days, it happened in all
So Mark, when that happened, did you appreciate it? I mean, I know you might have been upset or whatever, but did you appreciate that rather than just no?
I was thankful.
You was thankful.
It was like that song by NWA, and it was like one less chick I gotta worry about. Shit. That was back in my youth, youthanism. That was back in the day. So yeah, it was like good riddance.
Courtney, you still in your youth because you always trying to act like me and Mo old as dirt.
There y'all is. I thought for a minute I thought Mo was drinking a Heineken. Then I realized it was Mo. He's drinking Perrier water.
No, it's Everclear. That's why he putting up with
you. Got that money. Mo got that money. Mo drinking Perrier water. that money, boy. You can't hide money, Mo.
Y'all gotta invest, baby.
Yeah. Anybody pay for carbonated water? Oh boy, they got their money.
So Sin, if you really like the guy, then why you getting rid of him? Because then if you like him, ghosting or leaving shouldn't be an option. So if you really like the guy, what's the proper way to leave him? Sin, Yolanda?
They sassy and they showed too many red flags.
Hey, so another question. Have y'all so because I don't know if this happened both ways. I'm just curious. But have y'all said, listen, I'm done with it, and then the person got aggressive? I know it happens on the women's side, but I'm wondering if like the dude side, does that happen too?
Well, I ain't being funny. This is funny shit though. But I did get a voicemail. Start talking about I need you bad as ass and all that old type shit. And definitely this motherfucker crazy. So I definitely let that all the way go. When you start needing me more than air, I'm blessed that I've never had windows broken out and tires flat.
Yeah,
but
I ain't had that either, man.
But I did have one tell me. She told me if she wasn't gonna be late from work, she'll come over there and bust my windows out.
God damn.
I'm so glad she was a responsible adult and went to work on time.
Damn.
Oh my gosh, y'all are hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny.
Most Slim, I want you to ask the question again.
Yeah, she don't know me that well, do she?
Yeah, he didn't write it down, so we can't hit rewind. So
you don't know me that well.
You gotta catch it. Hold on. Let's see. As I've been learning to play with shit, let's see here. So
what's the question?
Hey, I don't know the answer. I don't think about it. It's gonna come back after the show is over. I'll think about it then. I should have wrote it down.
So yeah, those were the questions of the week that I was like, let me write these down so I can make sure I ask these guys how they feel about being honest and about ghosting. Because like I say, when does a person, and I guess this is a better question, when does a person deserve an explanation that you're no longer interested in them? Is it pre-sex? Is it post-sex? Pre-kiss, post-kiss? If you slept with them, do you owe me an explanation why it ain't gonna happen again?
No. It's just how deep the relationship got after sex. It's definitely gonna be post-sex. But it's how the relationship goes after sex.
So if you had sex, is ghosting still acceptable, or should you tell them what went wrong?
If it's immediately after sex, then yeah.
Oh, so you do have some morals. It's not many.
I mean, you just gotta tell them, I was around for the Steve Harvey rule. You told me to wait 90 days. We had 91 days. Shit. Hey, I did my time. But yeah, I mean, I think, like I said, still the level of the relationship. If it was, getting deeper and deeper, then yeah, you should have a conversation with them.
So,
but it was just.
Is it the level of relationship or the level of respect that you have for the person?
Or the respect for the person. Yes, the level of respect that you have for the person. That's what it is.
I think, you know what? Is it that, or is it the level of respect you have for yourself?
I think it's for the person. Because if I
respect myself enough to walk away.
Well, so because I asked that question because Cinema called me a punk, right? And the thing is, I know, because the thing is, you could feel that way about yourself, right? If you punk out and you do it a certain way. So I'm saying if you do it straight up,
you said you felt like a punk.
I did.
You did.
And I'm gonna say it because you manipulated. You knew when you called she wasn't gonna be there. So I see both sides. You did, you know what I'm saying? You didn't call when there was a chance she might have answered. So you were intentionally trying to avoid her. So you've been better off ghosting.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a punk move.
Hey, it worked for me. I got out unscarred.
And she right now, she like, Mo was sassy. Don't leave me that sassy ass voicemail. Can't be leaving folks voicemail, Mo. That's just like, that ain't cool.
I said, we had a good time, man. You know, everything was good, but you know.
It wasn't that good. Clearly, you left.
I'm doing something else. I said, no.
I done got a 4-page text message.
What?
And hit OK. And that was it. Shit, let me scan this long ass text message.
Mark, you hit it with the OK?
Yeah, you scan it and you got the point. Okay. You ain't shit. Okay. I don't want to see you no more.
All this.
Okay. Just hit the OK and send it back. I got it. You out. Peace.
See,
long ass text message.
I'm gonna tell you, I got one of them, right? And I was like, I just, you know, I was like, is that it? And then I just put, did anything change? You know, I was feeling a little petty, but you know, you got out your sister. I just want to make sure that's it. So, cause why you putting need to text me all this? We done said it ain't gonna work. So what's the extra commentary for? You ain't gonna change my mind. But yeah, Mark, use a different brother.
Yeah, I'm young. I'm much younger than you, Joe. And I'm not as bougie as y'all Air Force men. You bougie, truth telling, long term one night stand having asses.
No, that's you having a one night stand. You know what I'm saying? We're decent brothers. We
y'all have long term one night stands.
We had duplicate one night stands.
Y'all coat the woman for 2 years and then have a one night stand.
Right in the military, there is no courting. There's no courting. You don't ever know when you're gonna get your orders. There's no courting. Everybody know what it is. Everybody know. I know I'm gonna be here for the next 2-3 weeks. Hey, after that, I get my orders. Ain't no telling what's going on. We just gonna ride until one of us get some orders.
Okay. That's good. But I'm glad I met you upstanding Air Force men. I'm trying to be like y'all a little bit more.
It's too late, bro. It's too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
And how old are you?
Younger.
You over 35, so you can't join now.
Oh no, I it's another song that I heard by the Ghetto Boys. I ain't going to war for no shit talking president.
Listen, we don't use the Ghetto Boys and the Air Force in the same sentence, brother.
I do. I ain't going to war for no shit talking president.
Hey, he instituted the draft. If he mess around and raise the age, your ass might be in line, brother.
Shit, if I ain't NFL draft, I ain't going.
The draft started in December, I think. Ain't that when the draft kicked back in, Mo? Under that great big lie?
Yeah.
It had the draft in there.
Oh yeah.
So going back to the registration, automatic registration. You don't even have to do it yourself. They automatically register you.
My feet flat.
That's crazy. That's the craziest shit I ever heard. That's crazy as hell, man.
Man, he just do shit just to, because he can.
But I bet it don't affect his son.
He got flat feet. Oh no, his son like 6'5", 6'6", ain't he? He too tall.
That just mean he can't be a pilot.
He too tall, that's all.
No, he too tall to be a pilot.
That motherfucker ain't small enough in the Air Force.
We got tall people in the Air Force.
I say he's small enough to get. He's small enough to get in the Air Force. My daughter's in the Air Force. And I sure hope she run into some upstanding gentlemen like you all.
Yeah, because you definitely don't want her dating somebody like her dad.
She'll be happy.
No.
That's all that matters. Be happy.
What time?
Life is full of adventures and no black eyes.
Hey,
good.
Some of you ain't never heard of a long-term one-night stand because, Mark said as long as y'all introduce y'all stuff, it can keep being one-night stands. Just don't tell each other y'all names.
51st dates. I got dementia.
It just reset every time you meet or something? What the hell going on? Reset?
Nah, he making that shit up. But, DVP say, yeah, I knew her. wasn't no one night stand if you knew her.
It is a one night stand if you know her.
You cover that woman for months and then get the booty and then all of a sudden, well, it was a one night stand.
It's tricking if you don't know it. You slip or a fit. It's laws against that. You know what I'm saying? You got to know these people.
You from the west side? You from the west side, DVP?
I'm from
you
the
go in
south side.
JR.
What?
You go in JR. You pull something out of JR, and it's over with.
No sir. No sir.
Yeah.
No sir.
That's why that woman went to that restaurant and ordered goddamn 6 entrees on your ass. That's why she did it.
And you know what she is now? Somewhere over a rainbow because nobody knows.
You ghosted her because you left her at the restaurant. That's a hell of a ghost move right there.
What's your point?
Hey, shit. Like the lady said, that was very immature, you Darren.
Hey, man, I showed her the same level of respect she showed me. It was reciprocity at its finest. It was reciprocity.
You left her ass where she's supposed to be.
I never had that type. What type of thing, Cinnamon? Plus, I'm not a one night stand woman. They come back, we come back.
Oh, she got that comeback.
Mark, I put her glasses back on.
Yeah, I had to read her comment. She said they come back. See, she met an outstanding young man like one of you two guys.
That's kind of stupid.
Hey, man, before we go, I learned something when I was with Mo in his book club this week. So I'm gonna say this before we give out partner shots, because I didn't know how much more I knew about things that people didn't know, and basic ordinary things. And we're gonna start doing a little bit more law and order just for basic stuff. Because I found out that a lot of people didn't know that if you refuse to sign a ticket, your only other option is to go to jail. So,
yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, when he says sign this paper, sign the paper. It's not an admission of guilt. It's saying that you're gonna show up for court. The minute you refuse to show up for court, his only other option is to lock you up. Now, if he's a good officer, he's gonna try to explain to you why you should sign the paper. But if you hell bent on not signing it, I'm telling you, from a legal perspective, a truly legal perspective, he has the right to escalate his use of force. Even though whatever it is you charge with, it's a misdemeanor and it's just a ticketable offense. Once you won't take that ticket, he has to take you to jail. He can use whatever force is necessary to take you to jail. I mean, he can tase you, he can pepper spray you because you have refused to follow orders. And at that point, you must do it. And Yolanda, I know you know, but I was talking to when I was doing Mo with his read along group, he's gonna tell y'all about. And I try to tell them certain things about how some situations with police escalate and why they escalate, because the average person say that wasn't necessary. And from an average person's perspective, it wasn't. But from a law enforcement perspective, once you don't sign a ticket, you escalated it. Not the officer, because now he's got to do something that he didn't want to do initially. And some people don't understand that when you don't sign a ticket, you are pushing it up. So it's just one of the things I knew I wanted to say something about today, because the lady said she had no idea that would happen. What you got, Mo? You was gonna say something?
Yeah, no. So I was just gonna put it in layman's terms with what I think, how I understand this, because I knew that, but I didn't know the reasoning behind it. But sounds to me like you either sign a ticket and make a promise that you're gonna show up in court, or they put your ass in holding, which is in a cell, to make sure you go to court. Is that at a high level? Is that what it's all about?
Well, it's and I'm good with that, but it's either sign this ticket and promise you're gonna show up to court, or we're gonna lock you up and we're gonna make you pay to go to court. All he's doing is he's offering you a financial incentive to sign the ticket because you don't have to pay nothing. When you go to jail, you got to pay somebody to get out. You got to pay somebody to bond you out.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Keisha Lance Bottoms, I think she changed that law for Atlanta when that older gentleman died a few years, when she was in office on Lowry. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she changed it. Let me have to sign the ticket now.
Okay, and let me call bullshit. America can't change a law. They can say shit like she said. she even said that when COVID hit, that there would be no evictions in the city of Atlanta. She don't control evictions. That goes through state court and the Fulton County marshals. So she said a lot of things that she had no control over.
Yeah, that makes
She could say Atlanta won't lock you up for smoking marijuana, but she can't tell GSP or Fulton County they can't lock you up for smoking marijuana. She can just say Atlanta won't do it. So a lot of things she said were for people to say, oh, look at what she's doing. And she really wasn't doing shit because Atlanta didn't have, like I said, Atlanta ain't never evicted nobody. That's the marshal's office that evict people. So, the mayor said they don't work for the mayor. They work for judges. And she was just flapping her gums.
So, yeah, what I recall is police and administration cannot legislate any laws. They can't make any laws, right? So that's what you're saying, DVP?
Yeah. But they can talk a good game.
Yeah.
That's it. It's kind of like with time. It's kind of like, and we'll do this later. But it's kind of like with ICE. What people don't understand with ICE, why ICE needs local law enforcement. ICE can only enforce federal laws. That's it. They can't get you for some of the stuff. That's why they need the local police. ICE can't do traffic stops. They're not authorized to do traffic stops. Most federal agencies are not authorized to do traffic stops. Even though you see all this shit on TV and yada, 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 that's not the way it works. When the FBI come to town, they get with a local agency who got lights and sirens and all this other shit, and they'll take over. But they need the locals to affect certain things. Even when I locked up one of Georgia's most wanted with the FBI, but they needed the sheriffs to be there because they don't have the stuff to go around and just make entry. I mean, they can do it for federal stuff, but you won't always see them have some uniforms and some lights. Other than that, just showing up in black sedans with jackets on that say something, that don't make you legit. You need some cars that are truly identifiable as police cars, and the feds just don't have them. So, but anyway, we'll talk more about that on another show. I just wanted to say that because that's something I learned from dealing with Mo's group. And Mo has a group, I'm gonna let him tell you about it, where they talk about, he wrote a book, and they talk about cases in the book. But eventually we're gonna start talking about current events and other things. And he still allows that so people can talk about cases. I'm usually there. Sometimes Joe is there. So we try to give you an honest perspective, a legal perspective, what the other side says, because a lot of people don't understand the difference between what's right and what's wrong versus what's illegal and what's legal, because they're not on the same plane. There are a lot of things that ain't right, but they're not illegal. The law only cares about what's legal and what's illegal. So Mo, tell us about your book club and how people can get into it or what they need to do if they want to be a part of it.
Yeah, so like just being on this show, we kind of discussed some policing aspects that DVP helped us understand, like signing a ticket, right? So on that same accord, I put together a group, and I'm using my book, The Good, the Bad, and the Blue, as reading material and discussion material. We read in the book, and then we have discussions. And through those discussions, we're learning. We're also recognizing, that the book is full of victims that were killed due to police brutality. There's policing history. There's other types of information in the book. And so we're learning, and we're also learning about law enforcement during the discussion. If you see the email at the end of my name, it says readalongclub@gmail.com. You can send me an email, and I think we still have a few seats left. It's a small group discussion. So the capacity is up to 8 people. I think we still have a few seats left. And right now I took some feedback, and people are really appreciating it. And just like we learned some stuff in this session, you learn a lot more over there. And you also get to understand, you get to, I use it kind of like as a memoir for people who were killed, right? We talk about them, and we also talk about their circumstances and what went wrong, what went right, what should the police have done, what could they not do, those types of things. We talk about the whole thing. We also have a couple of the victims' moms in there. We got some moms who have lost loved ones in the discussion. So it's real personal on that level. And so we try to keep the discussion, respectable, and we try to keep the discussion informative. So send me an email, readalongclub@gmail.com. We have, DVP shows up. Joe Mosley, known as Joe Mo, shows up. and they give us the way I wanted to structure it is I wanted some people who did the job from the inside, and I wanted my civilian perspective, which is in the book. So that way we could have both things there. You know, I think it's important to talk about both of those, because I don't know what goes on in the police department. I don't know what happens, you know, what regulations they have to follow. I don't know what guidelines they have to follow. They do. But I also have research information, and so I have that in the book, and together I think we get a clear picture. Whoever participates get a clear picture on policing on a whole. Leave it there, DVP.
All right, Mark, what you got for us on the closing?
Hey, look, women expect honesty, but don't get mad when you don't get it. One night stand is meeting a random, having sex, never talking again. Steer clear of both.
Hey, man, you know, I ain't gonna never say this in public again. I like these misfits, but Lord knows they misfits. So I don't know what they tell you about me, but they damn sure misfits. Hey, as always, we enjoyed it. Cinnamon, when you gonna come on the show? Yolanda, when you come on? As a matter of fact, Yolanda, you should join the group so you can get them some stuff from a prosecutorial standpoint. Because I don't know if you know, but Yolanda used to be a prosecutor.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I just saw that.
Yeah.
You should come in and offer them some insight on how some of the prosecutions go and why certain things happen and don't happen, Yolanda. Something you could just think about. But again, I said, you know, we do the show, we have fun, we try to do some entertainment, some education. We're gonna have fun and give you something to talk about. I'm glad y'all took time out y'all busy day, heathens, to join us. And you know, if y'all got something y'all want to talk about, email one of us, shoot us a text, whatever it is. If we don't know about it, we'll get some guests and talk about it. Hell, if we don't know about it, we'll still speculate and we will give y'all our opinions. But we're gonna talk some more about stocks, because I still need for y'all to survive this president. We can't let him take us down that rabbit hole without a fight. We're gonna talk some more about voting and learning about this. So y'all know it is, right? Until next week, peace, popcorn, and chicken grease, and we out.